Hello and welcome to Fiona's Creative Canvas. Today I've got the modelling paste out and I want to create a texture that's similar to another piece that I've done with some lines, and I'm going to use the lines to catch the paint. So let's just start by putting down some modelling paste. And it's going to be vertical and horizontal lines. You know, sometimes once I start playing with it, I actually take it in a different direction. See where the mood takes me. Alright, so let's try spreading that on. So this is the Liquitex modelling paste. It actually seems like it's got some lovely texture at the moment. And if I scrape it hard, I get these sharper lines. If I drag it lightly, I get this other sort of rugged looking texture. So play with different pressures when you're using texture paste. At the moment I'm just looking at my composition. So I'm almost got this flat. And turn it around. It really helps to turn your canvas. So I've got a nice lip there. That's quite thick. Do I like it like that? I think I do. I'm liking this texture. I feel like I want something here, but I don't want to take all of that out. Maybe I'll get this. Nope, don't like that. Kind of like that though. I think I like that. Got some quite thick bits. Let's leave it there. I want to keep some soft spots, so when I paint this will be nice and soft, and then we'll get that texture out of the middle. I'll turn this light off. Let's see if I can show you the texture that we've created. That's a good spot. Yeah, so we'll come back tomorrow when that's dry. Okay, I've got my colours down here and my little spritz bottle, which is just a used spectacle cleaner bottle that I emptied and added water. So I'm just going to lightly spray. And texture's nice and dry as I've left it overnight. And I'm going to get my 3-inch paddle brush. I might need to mix some of these colours. Let's mix a bit of this Payne's Grey with the phthalo blue and get a dark blue. I'm still getting used to this palette. One of the reasons I bought this palette was because I wanted to learn to mix colours a bit more. I will mix some on my actual canvas though. And we are going to have a dark side going through the middle and then light coming out. That's the plan anyway. And as for the rest of the plan, there isn't one. Not really. We'll get a bit of the Payne's Grey. Maybe a little bit much there now. So let's put some on the side. Get some of that darker colour off. I just wanted a bit of a different colour palette today. So we've got Payne's Grey, phthalo blue, Pacific blue, yellow oxide, titanium buff light and titanium white. I feel like I need to use the smaller brush. I've decided I like the pattern of the brush strokes better. A little bit of a purpley blue there. Just putting a bit of a wash through there, just to make sure I get in all the nooks and crannies. Now I can go over these colours and add more in. I just need to get the base down first. Alright, let's bring in a little bit of a warmer colour. Okay, I think that's my base layer, but I definitely need a better blend. Definitely got a bit of a purplish hue, but I kind of like it in there. Just brings a little bit of a different colouring. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that part yet. I think this is going to be a little tricky. Do I want to do the, I think I want to go dark first. Wipe it here. Should try on a few different blues. Nice. So even though it's got a little bit of the blue in it, it doesn't look it. Probably bring some white in as well, but I'm going to do that on the top. Right, I need a pop of bright colour. I need some darks and some like Payne's grey and whites. Let's try this brush here. Still think I might come back to that. Let's get this brush out. So we're getting some contrast in now. Okay. I am trying to decide. I might get a palette knife. I've got one here. I just want to try running it over some spots. Brings out a little bit of brightness. I need something going further up. I actually want to take that up, so, and that's going to be white. Nice, like that. We're going to bring more of the brighter blue. Wanted some more thicker bits. Definitely got to go up that way with the really dark colour. Alright, and I think I just need a little bit more white. Something needs to go over that. All right, let me think. Just something there. Okay, this is nice and dry, but I was wondering about giving it a pop of this skin tone mid. It's just a little bit more of an orangey colour. I was using yellow oxide, which is a little bit more yellow. Let's put them both down on the palette. And a little bit of white. I'm just wondering about putting these colours on. I've got this tiny brush here. I might just mix it with the yellow oxide, I think. I've got this brush, it's dry, but it's I think it just is a little brighter, but I'm not sure if I like that as a dry brush. I don't know, is that a little bit, maybe I'll use my palette knife with the white. catching the top. I actually like that method, so I'm going to use that with these colours. So I don't know if that brighter colours lifted it at all, or whether it was better, a bit more flat. Okay, so it's dry and I just thought about adding a tiny bit of bling. So I've got my antique silver leaf and I think I'm just going to put it in 3 spots. So I'm just going really, really subtle. I'm hoping that's the way it's going to look anyway. So 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here. Give that 15 minutes. And we're going to cut this into strips while it's in the packaging. All right, it's nice and tacky now. It's been 20 minutes and I'm going to start laying down these strips of antique silver. All right, let's brush it off. Okay, let's have a look at the final result. And here is the final result. Got some nice bits of texture and just a little bit of bling. Said I was going to do 3 bits. I've ended up doing 6. So I'm pretty happy with the result. Getting a little bit of shine off the silver leaf. Just livens it up a little bit. But yeah, happy with the result. Got a bit of softness in there. Some sharp lines, a bit of texture. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.